Hey guys, Lauren Losing here for my week 118 update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which I had on August 21st, 2013 at Massachusetts General Hospital with Dr. Denise G. My first appointment at the weight center, I was 269 pounds. Day of surgery, I was 245.5. I hit my maintenance weight of 135 at about 10 months post-op. I had a regain of about 20 pounds in the past 6 months. The last time I came to you with a known weight, I was 145.5, and this morning I was 140.0. So that makes me very excited. I haven't been 140 pounds in several months now. 5 pounds away from my maintenance weight is, how am I trying to say this? It seems much more attainable than 20. So needless to say, I was very excited. I was actually 147 when I came home from Friendsgiving. Well, I didn't weigh myself immediately. I weighed myself a few days later, but I didn't freak out because I knew it was PMS issues. I'm not going to get into too many details about this, but basically my PMS symptoms have been a lot worse in the past 6 months or so. I'm not blaming that on my regain at all. I'm explaining something on a tangent, as always. I tend to gain about 3 to 5 pounds of water weight the week before my period, and then as soon as I get it, it pretty much just drops off. So yay for periods. Yeah, so where do I want to start? I will start with Friendsgiving. So I uploaded my vlog from when I went to Washington and Oregon last week, but I was there the week before. It was so much fun. We rented a house for 2 nights on the Oregon coast. So I went to Seattle last year in October. I went to Portland in June of this year, but I had never been to the Oregon coast, so that was really nice. It did rain all day one day, but we went for a walk on the beach and got soaked, and it was great. I do just want to say a little something. I'm sorry to people who felt left out, that they weren't invited to this, but one, it was a house with limited beds. 2, this wasn't a WLS meet and greet. We are all very good friends who just happen to have had weight loss surgery, and that just happens to be the way that we met. But we are a group of friends, so I'm sorry if you felt excluded, but this was not a meet and greet. I think this is why people feel like certain groups in the WLS community are cliquish or something. When there is a meet and greet, we'll hang out with everybody, and we're always looking to make new friends and stuff like that, but I don't really understand, I don't understand really people feeling bad that they weren't invited to a private friends weekend thing. We had a long discussion while we were there of all of our Myers-Briggs personality tests, and I think I was one of the only people there who was not a feeler. I'm a judger, so yeah, I don't know, my reaction, I feel bad that people felt bad, but I'm also kind of like, get over it, stop being so butthurt. Anyway, I'm moving on from that. We had so much fun when oh wait, what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about Friendsgiving. It was great. So the diet bet, my diet bet is officially over tonight at midnight. You have a full 48 hours to put in your final weight. I think I want to make a separate video of strategies to win a diet bet. Let me know if you would be interested in that. I mean, some of it's going to be a little like, duh, Lauren, but some of it, there are strategies to maximize your potential to win, which aren't like sneaky. They're not like, oh, drink a ton of water when you weigh in, like to step on the scale. So I don't do anything like that. I find that, I'm sure some people do, but I think that that's just so dishonest. And how could you feel good about winning a diet bet when it's not real? I'm going on tangents. Hold on, let me take a sip of my coffee. This is the size coffee that I have every morning. That's not unhealthy, is it? It's only 40 ounces. Anyway, so where am I going from there? Diet bet. So I won my diet bet, or I am one of the winners. Obviously, whoever hit their goal weight will win. We had, I should have written it down. There were a ton of players this time around. I want to say there were like 86 or something. The pot got up to almost $3,000. So we don't find out until tomorrow, I think, how much money we actually won, because people have up until midnight Pacific Standard Time tonight to weigh in. Excuse me. So what did I do to win my diet bet besides like the strategies that I might talk about in a separate video? Pretty simple things. I don't have to tell you too much about this. I updated you in my last update video for what I was doing. I just continued to do that. So, you know, I drink my coffee in the morning. I don't think that necessarily helped. It's just, I have to. I ate a lunch, I ate a dinner. They were all very high protein, low carb. I reduced snacking. I reduced eating late. I didn't eat when I wasn't hungry. All those very simple things. I mean, simple, like, not always simple to implement, but, you know, things we all know. Okay, so then going forward, I want to, so I'll talk about what I'm doing this coming week, and then I'll talk about my next diet bet. So today is Saturday, and I am driving down to visit Bobby in Long Island. When he was up in Boston 4 weeks ago, I just kind of said to him, I was like, okay, let's just plan a weekend for me to come see you. I haven't been down there in a long time. So I work every other weekend. So the next weekend that I had off, I was going to Washington and Oregon. And so then we planned it for this weekend because this was the next weekend I had available. So I'm going down to see him. Should be a lot of fun. I'm hoping to see Joey and Sunny tomorrow, because they live in New York City now and Bobby's in Long Island. So it would be really great to see them. And that's kind of all I have planned for this coming week that's exciting. I'm going to be vlogging, hopefully. I already started, but I'm going to be vlogging for the next couple days while I go to visit Bobby. I thought that might be interesting, hopefully. I'm going to see if I can rope Bobby into doing a little Q&A with me maybe too while I'm down there. Okay, so I'll just move on to my diet bet. Let me grab my planner. So the next diet bet, I had discussed this before, how I wanted to do 2 separate diet bets. So I would like to start the diet bet on Friday, December 4th. So it would end on New Year's Day. So it would end on January 1st. You would have so like I said, alcohol dehydrates you. So if you're someone who goes out on New Year's Eve and can manage to step on a scale the next morning, that actually might be helpful for winning the diet bet. But if you're going to be like away for New Year's, you do have until January 2nd at midnight or 11:59 Pacific Standard Time to weigh in. So just keep in mind that you have until you can weigh in on January 1st or January 2nd. That's not like advertised when you sign up for the diet bet, and I think that's important to point out. So that will obviously go through Christmas. It goes through the holidays. It's going to be more difficult. I had a conversation with Katie when I was in Washington, and I said, you know, people don't gain 15 pounds over the holidays from celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas. They gain 15 pounds over the holidays from celebrating Thanksgiving through Christmas. So I know that that's a problem with a lot of people, not just people who are overweight. There's just a lot of temptations around. And so I think a diet bet during the holidays is a great way to stay on track for people who want to avoid gaining some weight or, you know, don't want to just maintain, they want to still lose. So I haven't made the diet bet yet because I also wanted to get some feedback. I did have several people already let me know that they would want to do this diet bet. However, I know that there will be much less people doing this one than there were doing my one that just ended because it is over the holidays. And I think that people, they might just say, hey, my only goal is to maintain over the holidays. I want to be able to indulge a little bit. So my question is, would you prefer would it be more of an incentive if the buy-in was higher? So my buy-in for this past diet bet was 35. So I'm not going lower than 35. I don't make any money from this, but there's statistics on the website that people end up winning 30% more money if the diet bet is $35 or higher. So should it be 35 or should I have it be 50? Would it be more of an incentive? Would you be like, oh fuck, I'm losing $50 if I don't stick to this, if I don't, keep with this over the holidays, then 35. Should it be $75? Should it be like, Jesus Christ, I really can't afford to lose $75, especially over the holidays when I'm buying gifts? Or is that too much? Like, is that, like I just said, you need money to spend over the holidays for other people's gifts and all that stuff. So would you rather have the diet bet be $35, and is that incentive enough to just sign up? Or is it more of an incentive if you're going to be losing more money if you don't win? Got it? Okay. Let me know. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. No, I did want to touch on, I probably should have mentioned this earlier because not everyone watches through my whole video. But anyway, I did want to mention how I am 2 years and like 3 months post-op. No, I think exactly today. Today is the 21st. So yep. Okay. So I'm 2 years and 3 months exactly post-op today. And NSVs still happen, just to let you know. I had a couple of skinny coworkers borrow my jacket this week at work, and it wasn't like massive on them. I found that to be a NSV. They were going outside and they didn't bring a heavy enough jacket, so on 2 separate occasions, 2 thin coworkers borrowed my jacket, and it didn't look ridiculous on them. So yeah, I just wanted to say that NSV still happened this far out. I think that is it now. I will mention that I do feel, I mentioned this in the beginning, but I feel really good being 140 again. I can tell, like, in my face, my collarbones are coming out again. My ribs are coming to the surface a little bit more. Yeah, it just feels really good. So that is incentive to keep going. So yeah, I think that's the end of my video, and until next time.